Dear soul, this is a moment you cannot ignore. The divine realm is reaching out to you with urgency. Archangel Michael, a heavenly messenger, protector, and warrior of God, has a critical message for you. I'm sending someone. It's an emergency. You are being called to open your heart, mind, and spirit to receive this message from the Lord's heavenly army. There's a purpose behind this divine communication. God is working powerfully in your life, and Archangel Michael is preparing you for something significant and imminent. This is not a message to delay or dismiss. Spiritual forces are moving swiftly, and time is of the essence. Be ready. Before we dive into the message, it's important to understand why Archangel Michael's involvement is so significant. In Scripture, Michael is portrayed as a mighty warrior angel, a protector of God's people, and a commander of the Lord's heavenly armies. In the book of Daniel, he is referred to as one of the chief princes battling against evil forces. In Revelation, Michael is shown leading the armies of heaven against Satan, ultimately casting him and his angels out of heaven. Michael's role is one of protection, spiritual warfare, and delivering urgent messages from the throne of God. When he speaks, it is a direct message from God. If he says, "I'm sending someone," it's an emergency. It means you are in the middle of a serious spiritual battle, and you need to prepare and act immediately. The message is clear. I'm sending someone. This phrase means God's heavenly forces are at work on your behalf. You are not alone. Help is on the way. This person could be someone you already know, a new individual about to enter your life, or even a spiritual being sent to assist you. Their arrival is not random, but orchestrated by God. Their purpose is tied to the divine mission God has placed on your life. The Bible tells us in Psalm 91:11, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." God often sends help through messengers, whether they are people or angels, to guide us through trials, danger, or uncertainty. The urgency of this message cannot be overstated. An emergency in the spiritual realm means something critical is happening in your life. It could be physical, spiritual, or emotional, but it demands immediate attention. The forces of darkness may be trying to disrupt your path, or you might be at a pivotal moment where the decisions you make will have lasting consequences. When God sends such a message, it's because He is intervening to prevent harm or guide you toward a breakthrough. Take this message seriously. Stay spiritually alert. This is a time to be watchful and vigilant. The Bible warns us to be sober-minded and watchful, because the adversary prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. This is a spiritual battle, and you must sharpen your spiritual senses. Spend time in prayer, seeking discernment and guidance from God. Prepare your heart to recognize and receive the help that is being sent to you. Trust that God is moving powerfully in your life, and that this moment is part of His divine plan. The person being sent may not come in the way you expect, so remain open to how God works. You need to recognize the person being sent to you. Pray for wisdom to understand the urgency of the situation and for the strength to act when the moment comes. Welcome divine help. When Archangel Michael says, "I'm sending someone," it means God's help is on its way. Sometimes we hesitate to accept help, especially when we don't fully understand what's going on. But it's important to know that this person is sent by God. Whether they come as a friend, mentor, or even a stranger, their arrival is part of God's plan to guide and protect you. Welcome this person with an open heart and humility. Trust that God is working through them to bring you the message, support, or protection you need right now. This is an emergency. When God calls you to act, do it immediately. Delays could cause you to miss opportunities or face unnecessary danger. The person being sent will likely bring instructions, direction, or warnings. Be ready to listen carefully and act on what they say. Immediate obedience is key. Trust God's timing. The moment this person arrives is divinely orchestrated for your good and God's glory. You might wonder, why now? Why such urgency? The answer lies in the unseen spiritual battle around you. Something is happening behind the scenes, something so critical that God has sent one of His mightiest angels to intervene. There are spiritual forces at work trying to derail your purpose and prevent you from fulfilling God's plans. But here's the good news. God's angels are stronger. They fight for you constantly. Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places." The emergency Michael warns you about could be a spiritual attack, and you must act now. God has heard your prayers, and He is stepping in to protect and guide you. This person could take on different roles. God may be sending someone to guide you spiritually, a pastor, a trusted friend, or even someone new in your life who has a deep connection with God. They'll bring you clarity, direction, and wisdom for this critical time. In moments of spiritual warfare, God often sends people who bring peace and shield us from harm. This could be someone who prays for you, encourages you, or helps you navigate a difficult season. This person might play a significant role in the next chapter of your life. Their arrival could mark a breakthrough, a new opportunity, or a shift in your destiny. Stay open to the possibility of God using them to guide you toward something greater.